Hello, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is gone. Now, before we start, I just want to say this video is actually not planned. So I was going to make a video on Zidane and Manchester United and all of that saga and how would that work and should that work and would that work. But this video was not planned, and I'm just making it because it's very late here in India now. I was going to go to bed, but I just saw a video popping up on social media. I think it was an interview that Solskjaer did after getting sacked. So I had no idea about this interview. It just popped up and I went to YouTube. I saw a few parts of it. The part where he said, yeah, they'll be fine, with tears in eyes. And I do feel for him. But just before I get to the point, I just want to say, I'm not here to mimic Gary Neville and say that Solskjaer is the right man for the job. Solskjaer should stay at Manchester United. I'm not going to say anything like that, because if you check my Twitter handle and a few of my videos, you will see I've been constantly saying Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not the right man for the job. As good as he did finishing second, finishing third, getting players like Bruno and getting to a European final, and he did a fine job. And of course, you can make a case that in that time, with a different manager, they would have won a trophy. I agree, even I think that. Why I'm making this video is because I do feel for him, because somewhere it's not totally down to him. Of course, I did not like his team selections when he kept Sancho out of the team constantly, and when he played Sancho, he played him down the left wing, which I don't know why would he do that, because you saw against Watford on the right side, he's shown the glimpses of how good he can be. What he did with Donny van de Beek is beyond my understanding. How can you treat a player like him with that much quality the way they did? They spent money on him. Real Madrid wanted him. Barcelona, some of the best one, because the guy has been coached at the academy of Ajax and he's a midfielder. That in itself means something. United went for him and I was like, yeah, he is a proper signing. Can't get a game. So I have been one of the biggest criticism of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer by saying he got this wrong, he got that wrong, this is wrong, that is wrong, he should be sacked. I've said all of these things. This video is specifically where I feel for him. Now, I do feel for him, to be honest, because as much as I say a manager is the most responsible person for the team's performance, players, especially so-called senior players, do have some sort of responsibility. People tell me Paul Pogba is world class. Well, he had a good game against Cardiff and Huddersfield when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was newly appointed as an interim boss. Players like Paul Pogba, players like Harry Maguire, top, experienced, so-called world-class international players have let Ole down. You remember, of course, you would remember the game against Liverpool at Old Trafford where they were battered 5-0. I think the score was 4-0 when Pogba was sent on the pitch. He made a mistake by giving the ball away. I think it was him. And Henderson played the pass to Salah and it was 5-0. 4 minutes into the second half. A few minutes later, Pogba is sent off because of a stupid challenge on Naby Keita. He is world class. People tell me he's world class. I've never believed it. I'll never believe that. Because just before I move further, I just want to say, World Cup winner he is, great. And world class on your day is not world class. I think that's the answer that everyone needs. Whoever thinks Pogba's world class, Pogba's the best midfielder France has ever seen, and all these rubbish things that people say about him. Harry Maguire, £80 million. World's most expensive defender and stuff. What the hell was he doing against Watford yesterday? I mean, he has done a lot of rubbish things from time to time. But just look at this way. You just came back into the game. The score is 2-1. United, as they've shown under Ole, especially away from home, brilliant at coming back from down. They come back again and again. They let teams score. They score. They come back. And that's a great sign of character not given up, which they have shown under Ole. Great. As a captain, your responsibility is to help your team as much as you can. You made it 2-1. Now you're supposed to make it 2-2, and for that you need the momentum to build even more, to put Watford under pressure. The man gets sent off. Did you even see the sending off? Like, it wasn't, you know, sometimes when the opposition team striker is one-on-one with your goalkeeper and you just take one for the team, you make, just to save the goal, you make that foul, get the red card, you go off. Yesterday, Maguire had the ball. First of all, he keeps the ball way too long. I've been saying this for years now, but yesterday especially, he had the ball. He did something very weird. First of all, his flexibility of the body is quite weird. So he got the ball. He used his right leg to go this way, but the turn was so bad, the touch was so bad that the ball went out of his control and a Watford player was coming onto it. Maguire, because he was out of control, because he had no one behind him, he challenged. I mean, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not responsible for these mistakes. Against Leicester City, Manchester United conceded from their own goal kick because Maguire, I think it was Maguire again, who gave the ball away. I understand there is a systematic problem that playing out from the back should be systematic, you should be careful, you have to be measured in how many risks you take, and that is down to the manager. But giving the ball away in your own 18-yard box from your own goal kick, manager cannot be responsible for these kind of things. And I feel very bad when senior players or players like superstars let their manager down. Hey, Paul Pogba, you have been sent onto the pitch when your team is 4 goals down to stabilize the situation because your manager believes in you, he believes in your ability and experience that he's a World Cup winner, he's a responsible guy. He will go in there, he will stabilize the situation, probably make it 4-1, 4-2, but help to get his team just a foothold in the game. The man gets sent off. He's not a 21-year-old, he's 30 years old. Have some sense in calling him world class. And of course, I'm not sitting here, of course, a lot of you might think that I'm doing a Gary Neville here, and I'm just blaming the players. I'm blaming everything but not Solskjaer. So if you think this, the link is down in the description. Go to my Twitter account and check how much I've criticized Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Check a few videos down, you will get a video about Manchester United and you will see where I clearly said Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not the right man for the job. I'm still saying it. It's a good decision to sack him. Would they make the right decision following this decision? I don't know. But this was the right decision. I think this decision should have been made way before. But this video, as I said, was all about, I do feel for Ole a bit because that interview, you can see the pain in his eyes. You can see he genuinely loves the club. He genuinely has love. He's adored by the fans. And I was actually very saddened because I was laughing. I'm not a Manchester United fan, so I can laugh if they do something stupid. And I was laughing when they lost to Liverpool, when they lost to Leicester, when they lost to City. And yeah, of course, against Watford, I was gonna. When it was 4-1, I was gonna laugh. I was like, oh my god, this is unbelievable. Because when it went 2-1, I was like, yeah, they can come back. And then Maguire gets sent off. I'm like, oh my god. 3-1 and 4-1, De Gea at fault, everyone at fault. What the hell they were doing at the back, I have no idea. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, the guy who scored that goal at 99. You know, that goal in 99. I don't even have to say anything. The game, the competition, no, I just have to say that goal in 99. And he was booed off. He was booed by Manchester United fans. I get that. If you are bad, if you're not performing for a long time, you will get booed. But I think it shouldn't have come this far. I think the Liverpool game was the perfect opportunity to get him out. If not the Man City one, because after the Man City game, there was an international break. So you sack him, you have some time to prepare. It's sad because even though I say it's the right decision, I'm sad because, of course, it's never a good thing when anyone loses their job, especially I think football managers. So they go out, they're like, yeah, you probably deserve to go out, you were probably out of your depth, but it's sad. And when I see that interview Ole gave, I mean, despite the people like Pogba, despite people like Maguire, even Luke Shaw this season, constantly letting their manager down. Fred and McTominay, I haven't been as critical of them as a lot of people have been, but still I have been critical. And of course, their bad performances, Pogba's stupidity, Maguire's bullshit. Despite all of these things, the one thing I do slightly admire Ole for is never throwing anyone under the bus. Which is probably the wrong thing to do, because with Mourinho, Klopp, or even Sir Alex Ferguson, you go like, my God, that was bad. At times, blaming your player or saying harsh words to your players, about your players in a press conference could work for the players' improvement, but Ole has never done that. And maybe that's wrong, because too much of a good thing can also be an issue, as people say. But like, what was Maguire and Pogba doing? Like, I can't understand this. And despite all of their stupidity, bad performance after bad performance after bad performance after bad performance, irresponsible behavior, childish behavior, rubbish body language, no responsibility. Despite all of this, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, speaking with the ultimate loyalty, with the ultimate love that he has for the club. I'm interested in seeing where Manchester United go from here. I think Ole did a fine job. I think this season was too much because he spent too much and did bad. So yeah, I mean this season. But I think overall he did a fine job. He did well in improving some of the young players, in bringing some new players. Made a hell lot of mistakes. Deserved to get sacked, as I'm saying again and again. But the lack of responsible behavior from his players, it's staggeringly bad. And I do feel bad for Ole. I hope he gets another job, because I think he's proved that he is a Premier League coach. He's good enough for that. And I think something like an Everton or a West Ham or a Newcastle or something like that, I think he is more than good enough. He's capable for that. And I feel sorry for him. And I just want to wish him all the very best for the future. That's it for this video. As I said, this wasn't planned, so there was no statistics, nothing. This was just something that I felt for another human being who loved his organization, which he was sacked from. And I just spoke about him and the people under him who had to bring out performances for him, how much they let him down. Especially the so-called world-class players like the greatest French midfielder of all time, Paul Pogba, and Harry Maguire, the captain. So that's it for this video. I'll make a video, Zidane and Manchester United's marriage. Is that a marriage made in heaven? Should that happen? So wait for that one, and please comment down how was this video, and comment down if you want me to make a video on any topic, any news, any transfer, anything. And you have the links in the description, so you can contact me through various platforms as well. That's it. Thank you. Jai Hind.